Hello and welcome back again. Look at me making multiple videos in 1 week. I got fired, so I have all the time in the world to put together all of my miniverse collection. I have 2 balls starting again today, just like in the last video. So I'm going to do the aquarium one first. And the one that I grabbed is this yellowfish. I will be learning from my mistakes last time, and hopefully this will go a little more smooth without all the bubbles. So this one comes with a square tank and the regular resin. We have purpley pink rocks and a green plant this time. I already know this is going to create so many bubbles, so I'm just going to do the best that I can. And I forgot scissors again. I guess I haven't learned anything from the last video, have I? I am going to use the resin from the last kit since there's some left in here and the bottle is open and I want to use it up so it doesn't get wasted. This is a really cute fish with some nice detail and painting on it. I think it'll all fit. Maybe not. Maybe that's still too many rocks. Yeah, that's still too many rocks. I'm just going to pack it down as tightly as I can in the bottom. And as you can see, I'm using a really, really thin layer of the rocks this time. I think it'll have better proportions that way. I do really like this plant. This is very realistic looking. Miniverse does a really good job with their fine details. It's really nice to see that. This is going to create such a problem with air bubbles though. All this air is going to get trapped in there. And I have my little pebbles out again just in case I decide to add them in here. What I'm going to do is put a layer of resin on the bottom, and then I will place these on top and do another layer of resin. I think that will help. These pebbles are so fluorescent and the camera does not want to focus or even really look at it. This plant is actually taller now that I have this layer on the bottom, and I think they should probably make it shorter to accommodate the size of the tank. Let's see what the rocks inside of it look like, just to see if that's something that I want to do or not. Like, I kind of want bigger sized rocks. I think these are a little too small for the look that I want to go for. Also, it is possible that these are going to end up floating. But I was thinking about just putting a couple around the plant. Maybe the plant will look better in the other corner. It does seem to fit better on that side, actually. Alright, nobody breathe. I like it set up just like that. Now I'm going to turn the fish around to face the other way. I'm afraid to like pick it up and put it in front of the camera so it focuses. And I think I'm going to do layers instead of filling it all the way to the top. This is actually going really well, and I'm really nervous that I'm going to do something stupid and mess this up. I really like the square tanks. I think they look really neat. They're a lot more realistic than the globe tanks, the circle ones. What are those called? The fishbowl. Oh my gosh, I could not think of the word fishbowl. Wow. There's an air bubble right there. Oh my gosh, no. No. Let me see if I can poke that out. And it's not a failure yet. It's still going better than the first time, so I'm not going to give up. I feel like if I can poke a hole in the bubbles, then I can fill it up with resin again. making them less noticeable. Or maybe not. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and try another layer of resin to see how far we can get without any really, really bad bubbles. The bubble that's in there right now, I think might be manageable. We'll see. We are learning and we are making progress with this. Okay, so as you can see in front of the plant, there is a little air bubble, and I was able to at least make it smaller. So I immediately stopped curing it when I saw it, and I grabbed my tweezers and I poked the surface of it, and then I added some more resin on it. Kept poking around in there. That wasn't really working all that much. I could not get the resin to completely fill the bubble, so I ended up pushing on the surface of the resin, and eventually the air was able to come up, and there is still an air bubble there, but it is much smaller than it was, so that's a good thing. The small bubbles I'm not really worried about. It's just those big giant globs. Those ones bother me. Okay, so pushing out the big bubbles ends up creating a lot of little bubbles. And I'm sure that you guys knew that and was yelling at me through the screen to not try to push out the bubbles. So this is supposed to be the front of my aquarium. And as you can see, it is wrecked. This side is wrecked. The other side looks much better, so much better. I am so thankful that this looks decent. Right now you cannot see the lines in between the layers, but if you look hard enough you can, and it kind of just looks like waves in the water, so that's okay with me. Now the other side has also got a bubble issue. Off the plant there's some bubbles, but you can still see the fish okay. And I think it's really cute. It's not a failure. I do like it better than this one. This one, you know, the resin kind of magnifies a little bit, and that plant in the back just looks like a huge blob. I really think that the plant design was just really bad, especially for such a small bowl. It was much easier to do it in the tank. So I would rate the first one that I did maybe a 4 on 10 because of the giant huge globs of bubbles and the awful plant. And this one, I think I would give it maybe a 6.5, maybe a 7. I do really like it. It's cute. And I like that I added the white rocks. It definitely added something different to it. So, well, that's one project down. Let's get to the next one. And the next ball that I choose to put together today is this one. This is actually my least favorite one. I don't like how cutesy it is. I don't like the face on it, and I don't like the cat ears. If they were just regular teacups, that would have been a lot cuter. They do have that option in the guide here with these 2 cups. I would love to get this set or this set, but I don't think I'm going to be buying these for a while since I am currently unemployed. It's been a rough couple of weeks, I will tell you that. So let's get to opening and put this one together, get it over with since I don't like it. Here's the sandpaper. Here, I believe, are the decals. I might skip these. I might not use those. Here's the handles and the tray that they're going to go on. Oh no, my resin leaked. No! No! Oh no. It is sealed. You can see this. It's sealed. Oh no. Why did this happen? I don't have black colorant to use in my own resin. Oh no. I'm so sad. Why did you leak? I think it's still usable. I don't think it leaked too much. I think it'll be okay. Here's a little dollops. I don't know if these are dumplings or whipped cream, but they're shown on the side of it, not on top of it. So I really don't understand this kit. I don't know what these are for. That's a cute spoon. Oh, there's 2 cute spoons. I love those. This must be the mold. Cute little mold. And a plate. These are really cute. I kind of want to not use these and save them for a different project, but I'll just go ahead and follow instructions for the most part. Instructions are pretty straightforward. Put the mold down, put your resin, make sure it gets down into the ears. It says to put it in sunlight for 25 minutes. There is no sunlight. It is very much still winter. Demold, sand down the bottoms, add the stickers, add the handle, and then just kind of plate it up together. And there's bubbles in it. That's great. That's gonna look fantastic. Is this resin even going to be transparent enough for the UV light to work? I do not have the resin all the way down into the cat ears. Okay, that worked, but it did create more bubbles. That's it. Let's stick it under the light and hope for the best. The combination of the cloudy mold and the dark resin is just a recipe for disaster. And my light here is not very powerful. I'm not sure how well this is going to work. While that's curing for 5 days, this little insert for the tray is kind of stupid and I don't like it. I have a whole bunch of scrapbook paper, so I'm going to trace this. And I'm going to make this a little bit more decorative because I don't like this. I mean, the plates will cover it up for the most part, but I don't like it, so I'm going to make my own placemat for this. So this is what I came up with, this pink paper. It has a gold foil detail on it and it's black. Since the majority of the items here are black, I wanted to make it kind of match each other. I need to trim this down just a little bit. Looks more decorative this way. You're not going to see it if you keep the plates on there, but it was a lot cuter than whatever the heck this was. How on earth do you demold this? I am seeing some uncured resin. If we can just get it out of the mold, I would be able to put it under the light. It is not cured. Do I need to go look at a tutorial of how to get this out of this cup mold? There's so much uncured resin. This is awful. Oh my gosh. Like, it's really hard to see because it's black, but that's not cured at all. Your instructions say to put it out in the sunlight, and that's way more weak than this light. So I don't think 25 minutes under the sunlight is going to cure this at all. Not even a little bit. I think that is very misleading. So this is the original cup that I made. It's kind of rough. I have cat fur stuck on it. I don't like how it turned out since it did not cure very well. So I made 2 more cups, and also not cured all the way, but I filled in some air bubbles on the side. They look a lot, you can't even see what I'm doing. They look a lot better than the first cup, and I am decently happy with how these ones turned out. Here are my cups. I'm going to call them complete. Ignore all the glitter on my hands. I'll explain that later. They're a little rough. I filled in some air bubbles. I think these are already flat enough that I do not need to sand the bottom of them. So let's get the stickers on these. And while I was waiting for that to cure, I did watch a tutorial on this particular kit. And she actually did sit hers outside for the sun to cure them, but I think she lives in Texas. I do not live in Texas, And she said that she put it in the sun for 20 minutes and then she flipped it around and put it in the sun for another 20 minutes. So 40 minutes in the sun. These are the kind of stickers that you're supposed to put on and then remove the outer layer. And I think this is going to be the last kit that I do for a while. I'm just very frustrated with these right now. But oh, there it goes. Oh, it's working. Oh boy. Okay, I know I said that I didn't like the cutesy things and I like more realistic things, but this is kind of cute. And here they are, looking super cute. And the reason I have all this glitter on my hands, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to put mica powder on top of it to make it look brown so it looks like coffee or tea. I'm just going to start layering these up with clear resin. I think these spoons are a little bit too big for these cups. I do like how it looks not being filled all the way. So I think I'm going to fill one all the way and then one have it like half empty. I'm pretty sure that these little decorations are supposed to be cookies, like the macaron or macaroon. I don't remember the difference, but I think that's what these are supposed to be, and they're supposed to be on the side of the cup on the plate. I'm going to use them as whipped cream though. I really like customizing these a little bit just to make it my own. This is the mica powder that I have. I bought this originally for soap making. In the camera you can see kind of a pink shift, but it does have a little bit of a green shift, which I'm not really in love with. But I think I'm going to add a little bit to the top of this one to make it look like coffee. It's really difficult working with mica powders. They just kind of fly everywhere. The powder is so fine. It is definitely not giving me the color that I want, unfortunately. That green shift is really prominent. And then just to seal in that powder, I'm going to add a little bit more resin. And hopefully it kind of dulls that green shift it's given me. That coffee color did not work out at all, so I ended up adding this bronze color instead. Hopefully the pigment load isn't too high, because if you add too many pigments to your resin, it will not cure. It will be too thick and not transparent enough, but I think this looks alright. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so stupid. Those holes that I filled were not air bubbles. Those were the holes for the handles. Crap. I'm going to try to drill it. I have a tiny little hand drill. I'm going to try to open those holes back up. I cannot believe I just did that. I think I need a nap. This is turning out to be quite the difficult process. I was wondering why the air bubbles were in the same exact space on both of these cups. Stupid. I'm not paying attention. Look how cute! I think these are turning out fantastically. Now all we gotta do is set up our little tray here. These are so stinking cute. I love that I made it look like coffee in there, and I love the little whipped cream on top. I did not glue down the mugs or that extra spoon here. I might glue it down, I'm not sure. So I hope you enjoyed my little modifications today, and you can even turn these into keychains or jewelry, earrings, necklaces. You can do all sorts of things with these kits. You don't have to just create them and then throw them in a drawer. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoy these videos. I'm putting a lot more effort into these than I anticipated. I wasn't expecting these videos to take me like 5 hours to record, not to mention all the editing. So I really do appreciate you guys watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!